Someone cuts you off in traffic. Your jaw tightens. Your hands grip the wheel. Every instinct in your body says, get even. But the real answer is far stranger. You already know the phrase, turn the other cheek. You have heard it your whole life. Most people think it means roll over, take the hit, say nothing, be weak on purpose. That is not what Jesus meant, not even close. To understand it, you have to go back 2,000 years. You have to stand in the dust of a Roman-occupied street. A soldier could strike a Jewish peasant without consequence. That was the law. But there was a rule buried inside that law, and almost nobody remembers it today. A backhanded slap. That was how a superior struck an inferior, right hand to right cheek. It was the only legal way to hit someone of lower status. It said, you are beneath me. It said, you are not a person I have to respect. So what happens when you turn the other cheek? The striker cannot use the same motion. A backhand cannot reach the other side. He would have to use an open palm or a closed fist, and both of those were reserved for equals, for a fight between peers. Theologian Walter Wink spent years studying this exact moment in Scripture. His research reframed the whole passage. Turning the other cheek was not submission. It was defiance dressed as calm. It forced the striker into an impossible choice. Hit me again, and you admit I am your equal, or stop. Jesus was not telling people to be doormats. He was teaching them how to reclaim dignity without lifting a fist. Think about that for a second. A command from an occupied, powerless people. And it still worked. You might wonder if this is just an old story with a clever twist, but the pattern shows up again, centuries later, in places you would not expect. Researchers Erica Chenoweth and Maria Stephan studied over 300 resistance movements across the 20th century. Their conclusion surprised even them. Nonviolent movements succeeded roughly twice as often as violent ones, not because they were softer, because they were harder to justify attacking, because they exposed the aggressor for what they were. Turning the other cheek was never about weakness. It was about control. Not control over the other person, control over the moment. Here is where it gets personal. Psychologist Brad Bushman ran a series of studies on anger and revenge. He expected to find that lashing out would cool people down. Get it out of your system, right? His data said the opposite. People who retaliated stayed angrier longer. Revenge does not empty the tank. It refills it. So the next time someone insults you online and your fingers move toward a reply that will hurt them back, ask yourself a question. Are you responding or are you refueling? Jesus was not asking you to feel nothing. He was asking you to choose your response instead of letting the insult choose it for you. That is a much harder thing to do than hitting back. It takes more strength, not less. Picture the same street today. Someone talks over you in a meeting. Someone humiliates you in a comment section. Your body wants the ancient reflex. Strike back. Restore the balance through force. But there is another option, the one hiding inside a phrase you have heard your whole life without ever understanding it. Stand there. Stay calm. Let your composure be the thing that unsettles them. That is not passive. That is not weak. That is the most disarming move available to you. Turn the other cheek was never a lesson in losing gracefully. It was a lesson in refusing to let someone else decide who you are. So the next time you feel that instinct to strike back, in traffic, online, in an argument that has nothing to do with dignity and everything to do with pride, remember what that gesture actually meant. It was not surrender. It was the quietest form of power anyone has ever taught.